Hi and welcome to episode 10 of Just Ask Kathleen. This is the last in the series and keep your emails coming in because series 2 will be starting up very soon. Okay, this week I'm going to start with an email from a chap I'm calling Adam. I'm an only child. My granny, my mum's mum, has 8 grandchildren, and whenever I go to visit her, she's always telling me how proud she is of her other grandchildren and their achievements. I never wanted to go to university, but she makes me feel like I've let her down by not having more ambition. I work in a pet shop and I love my job. I'm starting to dread going to visit her. Should I speak to her about it? Thanks. Oh, Adam, I'm sorry to read that. That is a shame. Do you know what I would do first? If you're close to any of your cousins, I would speak to them, because it might be that your granny's style is that she speaks to one grandchild about the achievements and how proud she is of the other grandchild. I know this is complicated, but it might be that she just talks to you about them, but in fact she is proud of you, and that she has different conversations with each grandchild about the others. Does that make sense? However, if it's upsetting you, then absolutely it might not be a bad idea to just have a very frank conversation with your grandma, saying, you know, Grandma, when you bring up what so-and-so cousin is doing and you talk about their marks at university and what they're going to do next post their degree, it makes me feel upset because it makes me feel like you're not really that happy about what I'm doing, and I love my job and I'm really happy and I've saved up lots of money and whatever, you know. So you can tell her that you are affected by the way she speaks about the grandchildren. It may be that it's completely innocent on her part. She doesn't mean to be having a go at you. But if you're feeling like you're dreading going to see her, I wouldn't say I've started to dread coming to see you, but I would certainly say it just makes me feel uncomfortable when I come here knowing that you're going to go on and on about the other grandchildren. Maybe it's me, maybe I feel like I have let you down and let my parents down, but I'm really doing what I want to do. I love my job. I hope that she's not deliberately doing that. I would hope that's the case. I like to think about grandmas as being warm and loving and accepting of whatever their grandchildren do. The fact that she has grandchildren is such a blessing in itself. It's a great thing. So hopefully if you just have a light conversation with her saying what you've been feeling about her conversations about her other grandchildren, then she might hear you. But choose your moment. Don't do it when she's busy or stressed or tired. Go around there and have a conversation with her over a cup of tea and just really express yourself honestly, okay? And you can, of course, let me know how that goes for you, Adam. All the best. Okay, this next email is from a lady I'm going to call Christine. My husband and I have been together 15 years. We decided not to have children, we both have good jobs, and we have a great quality of life, taking 3 to 4 holidays a year. My problem is that I think I'm falling out of love with him. I'm bored and unhappy in the relationship. I don't think he has any idea how I'm feeling, as I've never shared this with him. Where do I start? Well, Christine, you've been together a long time, and as you say, you have a good quality relationship in that you can afford good holidays and time away from your jobs. The way I would start this conversation would be to gently tell him that you have been feeling a bit flat about the relationship. You've not been feeling the same connection with him. And what I do when I'm working with couples is that I ask them to take 5 minutes to talk. So one person talks for 5 minutes about what they loved about the person when they first met them. So you talk about the quality that person had, what really attracted you to them in the early days of the relationship, what you loved about him. He's not allowed to interrupt while you have your 5 minutes of that chat, and he listens. Now, 5 minutes is quite a long time when you're having that type of conversation. But think about what you want to say. Think about the things you do remember loving about him, and take your time to express that and to share that with him. So you have 5 minutes, he listens, take a minute just to have a cup of tea or whatever, and then he has 5 minutes and you're not allowed to interrupt him. And in those 5 minutes, he is able to share with you what he loved, what he was attracted to, and the laughs that you had in the early days. Now, when we do that, we start to remind ourselves why we got together in the first place. What was it? What attracted us to each other? What's missing now that we want to sort of rekindle? So this can be that it sounds to me, I mean, there isn't much in this email, but it sounds, reading between the lines, that you recognised you have a good quality of life. You made the decision not to have children. That was a joint decision. The falling out of love is perhaps related to the fact that you've both got into a heavy-duty groove with your work life. So you're going out to work, you're coming home, you're doing the same things, you're in a bit of a routine. So what I would suggest is that you discuss that. After your 5 minutes, you discuss what you could do differently to get some different aspects of your relationship back on track. So have you stopped going out to the movies? Have you stopped going out with friends and socialising? Look at all different aspects of what would give you that sense of unity again, and just that spark that needs to come back. Of course, after 15 years, relationships evolve and change, and that's fine. But don't lose sight of why you got together in the first place. What could you do to get back on track and make that a shared project? Something you can both discuss and put your ideas together and come up with a way of changing this, so it gives you an opportunity to come out of that bored state that you're feeling. There's lots of different things you can do, and you clearly want to salvage this and get your relationship back on track, or you wouldn't have written in. So do what you can by starting with the 5 minutes of why we got together in the first place and what you enjoyed about the early days of the relationship, and take it from there, making a plan to create new opportunities for you both together. Okay, Christine, I think that's all I can say about that at the moment. So good luck, and you can keep in touch and let me know how you get on if you'd like to. This third email is from a girl I'm going to call Emma. I'm in my 3rd year of high school. I have a great group of friends, and most of the time I enjoy school. My problem is I get anxiety, and it comes along at all sorts of times, like when I walk into the classroom or dining hall, or even just sitting in the class. I hate the feeling of panic that I get, and though I've never had to run out of the class, I have felt like it. Is there a way you can help me with this? Yes, there is. I'm glad you like school, Emma. I'm glad it's something that you enjoy going to. Anxiety is a pain for a lot of people, and that sense of nervousness and the kind of hot wave of heat you can get as you walk into a classroom, or just the tension, the tightness in your chest, all the things that come along with anxiety can be really quite overwhelming. So I commend you for not running out of a class or dining hall, even though you've had those feelings. So what I would encourage you to do is, whenever you are feeling that wave of anxiety rising, think stop. Just think the word stop. You can shift your awareness to your feet on the ground, so you're really thinking about being grounded in the moment, and just have a look around you. This is doing a reality check on the facts of the situation. So you're grounded in the moment, you suddenly look around, oh, there's your friend over there, there's a teacher coming along. There's nothing to fear here. So I can quietly remind myself of the reality of the situation. I'm in a classroom, I'm with people I know, it's fine, let it quieten down. The other thing that is really useful to remember is that our thoughts become physical manifestations. So if you're watching a scary film, we've all been there where we've been sitting on the edge of our seat and something awful happens, and so we're getting all these chemicals of exertion surging around our body, the adrenaline and the heart rate is pumping, but we're not actually in a dangerous situation, we're just watching a film, we're watching a scary film. So when we change the thoughts or the visual that we have, we can change the chemicals that are released in our body, we can calm our system down, and we don't have to be so wired. So another thing that I learned years ago, it was in the early 90s, I read a book by a Vietnamese monk called Thich Nhat Hanh, and the book was called Pieces Every Step. I think it was that book, but it was certainly a book by Thich Nhat Hanh. And in it, he had the phrase written, breathing in, I am peace, breathing out, I am calm. Breathing in, I am peace, breathing out, I am calm. Now in the early 90s, I was so full of anxiety and panic. that even doing that, breathing in I am peace. Did I do that on the in-breath? Did I breathe in? Did I peace, calm? Was it out-breath? Oh, I got myself in a right state about getting the breathing in the right bit, breathing out the right... Stop. So now, if I use that technique now, and back in the early 90s when I was using it, breathing in I am peace, breathing out I am calm. Breathing in I am peace, breathing out I am calm. I don't care whether I say it on the in-breath or the out-breath. I'm just saying it over and over and over again. Breathing in I am peace, breathing out I am calm. Breathing in I am peace, breathing out I am calm. I even think about the words, the phrases in my mind. So I'm seeing it and I'm repeating it silently in my mind. And as I'm doing it, I can feel things just settle back down into place. Because if I'm thinking peace and calm, breathing in I am peace, breathing out I am calm, how can I possibly become anything else? So use that technique in the classroom too, or if you're walking, keeping an awareness of your feet on the ground, keeping an awareness of being present in the moment, remembering that this moment is the only thing that's real. Breathing in I am peace, breathing out I am calm. And let it all settle. It's also good to speak about this because, you know, you've written to me and I'm giving you this information, but everybody out there, everybody you see has got things they are not confident about, little areas of their life that are difficult for them. Nobody is a guru. Nobody is getting it right all of the time. You know, so when people write to me, it's great, and I've got 15 years experience and I love helping people. It really is a passion for me. But I also have days when I'm a bit wobbly. So I don't sit here going, yeah, I've got it all sorted. Just ask me whatever you like. I'm never getting it wrong. I'm perfect in every way. Of course I'm not. If I'm on a busy underground in the middle of London and I'm holding onto the railing above my head and there's lots of people crammed in, I'm not loving that situation. And I can feel a little bit of the old stuff from the early 90s of feeling really panicked by that. But I just do the stop, reality check. Nobody's loving being crammed in on this train. I really pay attention to my feet on the ground and I just breathing in I am peace, breathing out I am calm. One more stop will be off. Breathing in I am peace, breathing out I am calm. I'm at my stop now and off I go. So we have tools that we can use all the time to help keep us in the moment without the panic, without the anxiety. So thanks for writing in with that, Emma. It's a really common question actually, so you're not alone and there's lots of ways to help with that. So I hope these tools help you. So this brings to a close episode 10 and series 1. So thank you all for everyone who's supported me and watched the video and written in. Really appreciate it. But a big thank you to Robyn Spice, who has been the videographer for this whole process. She is more than a videographer. She edits it and she does all the jazzy things, putting my email address on it, and she does all of that. But she also calms me down when I'm getting my knickers in a twist about speaking to the camera. So I really appreciate all her support. You know, when I say, oh, but look at my hair. Oh, and I've got this skin graft on my nose and it doesn't look good in this light. She's great. She just totally, Kathleen, it's fine. So you see, there you go. There's an example, Emma, of me not being the confident, laid back, non-anxious person. We all have little bits of that going on. But thank you very much, Robyn. You have been a star and I look forward to recording series 2 with you. And you're not allowed to edit this bit out, the thank you. You should all check out her website, by the way, robynspicemedia.com. Robyn's R-O-B-Y-N. In fact, Robyn, you can put that on the bottom. Please do. So thank you again. Continue to email me, that's great. I look forward to series 2. Not exactly got a date yet to start that, but it's going to be very soon. And subscribe and share as much as you like. Thanks very much. Bye for now.